So when did you start coming into the limelight? So if I can so put it.
The business limelight.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, sometimes you'll never be able to explain them.
Yeah.
Lena sometimes it's over. You know, push out, but God, how?
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, my mom, she was a domestic worker.
Yeah.
You know, my dad was working for Michelangelo Hotel. No one in my family had, you know, had interest in business or community development.
Yeah.
And I don't know, till today I still ask myself, for God, but how?
Yeah.
But eventually I knew very well, I want to do something that's going to benefit so many people within my space, you know, beyond myself. And the book drive, I always say the book drive has made me the man that I am today.
Yeah.
You know, it gave me so much exposure, and also I was able to learn more about myself as a young man. I was able to discover so much about myself. I was able to refine my skills. And it taught me so much about Bupilo, and to think out of the box, because I was still young. I mean, at that time I was 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Speaking about the lead essay hero of the month.
Lead essay hero of the month.
Yes.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
And I was still studying. I was doing my first year at UNISA towards becoming degree in marketing, and I was just having fun. You know, collecting the book. I'll go to prisons, and same time when I go and donate books, you know, they'll give me a platform to encourage bacha. Or you can't just come here and give books without, you know, inspiring young people. And also I discovered something about me again, or no. Also got this love for bacha. And so it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but the book drive has really launched me in a way and to discover other possibilities beyond that. And
you know, we'll talk about the stuff that you're doing now, but I'm also still curious about, but what drove you, I mean, with the book drive, what is it that made you want to do that for people?
As I've mentioned, Sohore, Mama, she was a domestic worker. And you know, as I was growing up, there were so many people within my space that were able to sort of mentor me at a tender age. They were able to donate, like even contribute towards my studies. People like Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka.
And how did that happen? Did she just meet you somewhere? You were doing something? I mean, that's Yvonne.
I was still young, and Mama Halaberka somewhere, I don't know, maybe Yvonne Chaka Chaka, you know, she's mentoring so many young people. So try it out, you know, send an email, and eventually they were able to donate towards my studies, for her foundation. But so many people, as I was growing up, they were able to mentor me, and then that's why I've learned how, Emmanuel, you don't have to make money first before you can go and, you know, inspire and educate other young people. Your experience, your failures, your struggles also, I mean, you can use them as a powerful tool to go and empower the next black child. So that also, I think it had an impact towards the book drive initiative, you know, to start something that will have an impact in my community. So what I'm trying to say, the people that were able to contribute to your progress, to my progress, to your life at a tender age. Because I think that's a powerful thing, that I mean, the way we don't read, but you, I mean, as young as you were, somebody invested in your life, you took that, you put it in other people's life. Not only that, because I remember with your events, like there were a lot of young people there. I mean, I remember one event, I think the first one, your family was there even. That actually stood out for me, because it was people who knew you, who related to you, and a lot of young people who looked up to you. It's like you had such influence. And what was that about? That is it something that you did naturally, or people just generally gravitated towards the thing that you're doing and involving your family? Was it deliberate, or was it the situation that caused you to do that? I think for me, something so interesting about my journey till today. I'm very honest. And I'm very authentic, and I'm very real. And I think they want people that they can connect with. They want people that they can relate well with. And from the beginning, as I was building my brand and you know, even my businesses, I was always clear about my story, about where do I come from. And I think to these days, you know, it's always about too much branding, where your story is not real and authentic, and people they can't connect well with you. And I look at people like DJs, well, make an example why it's loved by so many young people is because of Bacha they can relate well with. As much as it's quite a big personality and has done extremely well, but we still relate well with. So then I think as I was starting up, when I'll go on media and speak about my journey, my struggles, where I come from, I was so real, and people, I think they love that, they embraced it, and that's why I was able to get so much support until today. You know, the support that I get is quite humbling, and my story is always consistent.
I can believe that. I mean, speaking about DJ's Boo, I went for an interview once at the CBC. I remember meeting him. He's quite a hustler, but the way he responded to me, I mean, he called me Muruti that day. I think it's because I was wearing a suit or something. But just how he was, I was like, oh, this is DJ's Boo, right? And so your story being authentic and honest, but you also did some, like when DJ's Boo had, I think, events, you would go and help out there. Would you say that also helped, I suppose, groom you, or the things that you picked up there, did they help with later than your events, or was it something that you were just doing with different people?
Also, I was very clear about, you know, sometimes also being intentional about your journey, it helps. As much as you may not achieve the way, but it's always good to be intentional. So I saw DJ Zbu, he was doing what we call Leadership 2020 and Sunday Circle. And he will invite all these quite number of influential business leaders that I know of. I read about them, I see them on TV. I was very clear that for me to sort of access these people, I need to go and attend this event. But I had no mind that time. I was still young. I mean, a ticket was 500 rand. What's that, 500?
And if you're a student, you know. Even now, even 500.
For so many people, absolutely. And I went and I sent him an email. I sent him an inbox. Then I spoke to Timothy and Nick. They're like, no, you can come and volunteer, serve. As people walk in, give them goodie bags. But I was clear.
In your mind, I'm saving goodie bags, but hey, I'm coming for bigger.
I'm not here to stay, you know. And I remember there was an event where he invited Johanna Mokoki, Puti Mahanyele, Tate Robert Gumede, a couple of big names that I've been following their work. And I used to read a lot of Destiny Men, so I knew more about them. And immediately after Puti spoke,
this one.
And for me, that was a turning point of my life. And I was still studying that time. And Empire Business Card, I don't know, you are welcome. This is my business card. Send me an email, then let's speak. And as much as it took 2 years before I met with them. But I kept trying, I never gave up. So what I'm trying to say, I used to go to most of his events just to go and serve. And,
I see. But I mean, you had a mission. But you know what? You know, sometimes when I think about you, right, I think stuff like I'm wondering if you're, because this is how I think about it. If I go on radio, on TV, like, you'd know about it. Like, you one of the first people who'd comment, like, or give me a call even. I think, but this is Emmanuel saying, this guy is busy, right? Then it makes me think, do you like, it's like, I imagine you have a collection of people that you like to sit and speak to and get involved with, like your eyes on the ball. Like, I imagine that you are looking out, like you always are is it, I mean, that's how I think you are doing. Is that what's happening? Are you, is your hand on, or your eyes on what's happening, what people are doing? Do you follow people, like, especially if you want to work with them? Do you make sure that you just are aware of what's happening?
I'm very aware. And also I appreciate and I honor people that are doing amazing work. And most of us, especially as black people, sometimes you don't want to appreciate the next person. You feel like maybe sometimes you're losing your worth or your credibility.
I can't tell.
And I appreciate a lot, sir. And I appreciate a lot, I honor, but also I'm very clear about some of the people that I want to learn from, some of the people that I want to work with. And over the years, God was just faithful enough, you know, to make it all possible for me. In South Africa, currently, I can say 60% I've met with them, I've worked with them, and I believe this is only the beginning of more to come. Yeah.
Do you play chess?
No.
Because your moves are like a chess master, you know what I mean? It's like, but I like the way you operate, you know, even from, so you went to, for example, the story that you're telling, that you went to the Sunday circles and with school, and you met Putima Hanyel, and I know that you work very closely with her, and she mentors you.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I got the opportunity to introduce her at one of your events, and it seems to me it's like you are very clear in your mind, as you put it. Sorry, and you follow up. You know, you do your follow-ups, and it's like, hence I'm asking you about chess. It's like that the specific things that you want to do, and you stick to that. And how important is it? How is it important for young people to have a very clear goal and to stick to it? Because I think it takes some sort of a clear vision, a focus, a determination, and you exhibit that. So for young, is that really important, and how is it that you remain so focused at doing the things that you do?
And for me, so also is by being intentional, you know, because you meet so many young people, they want to succeed, they want to do well, but they're not intentional about the journey. And intention is based on your attitude, it's based on your character, it's based on even small things, how you treat people, so you might, you know, say it that I want to succeed, I want to do well, but your character, the kind of circle that you keep, they propelled you in the right direction of what you want to achieve. So for me, I was very intentional from the word go. Until today, my intentions are clear, that for me to move to the next level, I need people that they're going to help me, because I don't believe in what they call a self-made. I need to work hard, I need to be teachable, which is key, because sometimes Lebacha, you know, we go to school, now you got your degree, you think that you know it all, you know, so I had to be very teachable, and that's something that also has really helped me. So you need to be intentional, be clear, that don't only say I want to do well, I want to succeed, but are you intentional? And 360-degree, holistically, are you intentional? I mean, even the kind of relationship that you get into, they must understand your vision, they must be able to support you. So for me, I was very intentional. Or no, Emmanuel, you want to become this great person. My friends, you know, so even when I was at school, people, they had an idea about my life,
so
my lectures.
Were you those most likely to succeed, this one?
But you know what, they will call by work. So school now, I'll go to school, then I check my lecture, then I will be go school and sending emails, you know, sending out proposals. So you find out my friends, but immediately when they're done, you just go home. So now you knew that, okay, I have a laptop and I don't have money to go to internet cafe, but there's a Wi-Fi muskolo. So I use that. I mean, my lecture room, it was my sort of my office, you know, and even people want to meet with me for business meetings, something like, no, it's like school or kopane, and people like, but wasn't school. So people could see by my action, and even I was already making moves when I was still studying. I mean, I'll go to school, like in the morning I'll have an interview at YFM, then later I'm writing an exam, and my lectures, they had me on radio, that this guy was on radio.
And he's on radio,
and they're like, but you know, so, and I started doing events when I was still studying, so people could see by my action, my attitude, the kind of friends that I had, that this man, he want to definitely make
go places. You know, when you say that, one of the things I think about is, because people who are sometimes driven the way you are driven, part of them have a very difficult background. It's like either they got the right teaching when they were young, and you know, they grabbed it very early, or they were put in circumstances where they realized, they said, hang on, I have to make something of myself. So which one was it for you? Was it the teachings, the people around you? Was it just your temperament, your nature, personality? Or was it something that you experienced that kind of directed you, that made you want to focus and do the things that you are doing?
Now for me, I'll say,
yeah.
because of I had a good upbringing.
Yeah.
As much as my mom, she was a domestic worker, but I had such a great environment.
Yeah.
She was there for me, and my mom, she took pride in being a domestic worker.
Yeah.
Because she could do so much for us. She was able to build legaye,
yeah.
you know, where you feel proud to be at home. My aunts also, they were there for me.
Yeah.
There was a time we met them go one of the events that we did for 4 weeks.
Yes.
If you remember.
Because I think there were a few events where the people at the back were your families.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I remember they even baked cakes at some point.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, I'll just say, because even in school, I was very competitive.
I see.
Matric, I had a couple of distinctions. Then I had a scholarship.
I see.
So even in school, like some of you, I'm not going to never explain them. I was very competitive. I did extremely well. I was a leader at school. I was well respected at school. Even in my community. So from a tender age, it's like people, they saw so much in me.
I see.
Then I could not even explain it or why, because till today, I mean, you look at even your peers, they don't think like you.
Yeah.
And there were times where I felt there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you get teased a lot? Did people make you feel strange? Like, because you probably look like this nerd, this focused guy, you're trying to be different. Yeah, so did you pass through it? Yeah,
a lot. And that's why I've realized that it's okay sometimes to be different.
Yeah.
It was hard, especially for us, it looked like, but my guy, I mean, if you're not doing books, calm down.
Relax, yeah.
You know, and your friends, like, you know, some will come and work with me, but also they could not get the bigger picture. Why are we doing this?
I see.
You know, especially when on Nako Bram, you know, Friday the Abu, home night, you know, and there you are. When you're thinking, what's your next move? Where are we gonna go and give books? And you try, and obviously, I had to make peace that I'll never do it alone. So you'll try by all means to get people involved. Still, they don't get the bigger picture about it until I met Mamelo. You know, so where from the word goes, you could see the bigger picture of what I'm striving to achieve. So people, they misunderstood me a lot. Look what I mean, my family could not understand why are you doing this. Then school so you can get a job and help us. And when you are busy giving out books, just busy putting all this program together, and that time there's no money coming in. You are just doing this. I mean, there was so much love and fulfillment until today, or there's no money coming in, but I see progress. I see impact. But God was faithful enough to really bring people to support the vision. As much as there was no money coming in, but I know when I want to put the event together, I'll get my venue sponsored, I'll get food, I'll get this and that. So it means that God was just part of the journey. So people could not understand, even till today.
But I mean, when I look at you, man, I think, so even when I listen to you now, I can see that it's like you're still the same person, you haven't changed. It's almost like the world is catching up with who you were. It's just now you're just manifesting. All the hard work was there and it's just paying off.
Absolutely.
And even now, I mean, I can see the trajectory. I think we will not be surprised if you're doing great things, and I think you'll do greater.
Absolutely.
And I think when you're doing those things, I think we won't be like, oh, look, Emmanuel, we'll be like, but with this thing we've been seeing.
Absolutely.
So it's actually a beautiful journey to look at. The other thing I find fascinating about you, or you're like a conundrum. You seem gentle, but you have a strictness, and I don't know if it's discipline or, I mean, has anybody commented about that? Like, you seem like you can be very, you can relax, and but you look like the kind of guy who laugh now, but when it's time to work, we work.
I'm like that.
Are you like that? Like when we work, we work.
When I work, I work, and I'm just in a space where I just I believe that I'm blessed. You know, I'm so blessed just to wake up every day to go and do what I love. It's the most amazing blessing. As much as it's hard, we do face challenges, there are rejections along the way, but it's a blessing every day to go and do what you love, and above all also just to be in a space where you are able to create employment for other young people. That's the most greatest blessing.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely,
and you know, living your life, you're actually helping people feed them. So I think that's a beautiful thing.
And as you grow also, what about that's the most blessing.
That's actually a wonderful thing. The other thing linked to you being disciplined and being focused is the idea that, like, you're also brave. And I pick up that, I mean, it's like you could look at somebody and you wouldn't be intimidated, like, but I'll go as this person to do 1, 2, 3. Is that something that you learned, or something that the confidence in business and to position yourself? Because I think a lot of the young people in our country struggle with confidence and stuff like that. But it's like you're not afraid to dream big and to approach people. But what's that about? Is it something that you've always had, or something that you've developed with time?
There was a time where Les Brown, he said, you know, as much as you work hard, you believe in yourself. You might be intelligent, you still need that ultimate one person that can open a door for you. And for me, that's been my philosophy. Like from a tender age, I had to make peace. But Emmanuel, for you to move to the next level, and which you've been part of, Pandora, the list is endless. And until today, for me, when I look at my success and my achievement, I always say, that one I mentioned everywhere I go.
You do actually. You do.
Just to encourage Bacha Hore, don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, sometimes when young people, they look at you, I know I got such a good following of young people. When they look at you and you have achieved all this, they think, no, we man like Baspashal, you know, but they don't know Horlena. I failed in so many things. They don't know behind closed doors there were tears. They don't know how I was rejected. They don't know how there were people that had to believe in me. So I always emphasize, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's why, as I've mentioned in the beginning of the conversation, I don't believe in what they call a self-made. But sometimes the world, that's what they project.
It's a lie. It's the lie they tell us.
It's always
I made it on my.
I work hard. I'm this. I focus. But there's no we. Uncle like I mean, now my granny, and she's still alive. There was a time I wanted to go and donate books, go prison. And I had no money at all. But I wanted to go, and my granny, I remember she sent me 500 rand. I had to hire a bike, and I went to go and donate books. So. I believe that I am who I am because of so many people. So many people. So that's something I'm trying by all means, to teach by Chahore. For you to move to the next level, you need someone else. And only few people they can say, I'm here because of someone else. I
think it takes a lot of humility, which you post about, you talk about. The other question I wanted to ask you is, do you plan your posts at night? But I'm not. Because when I read your posts, right? When I read your posts, I'm like, hey, does Emmanuel sit there? And because it's always with wisdom, they seem intentional. It's not haphazard. Posts that you it's like everything, the way you move, the things you do, you've planned. So, but the I wanted to go a little bit back before this. And it's the question of, I think a lot of people, sometimes when we see people doing well, we miss the hours they put in, the tears they have. Do you mind sharing a little bit of that? I mean, you talk about rejection, you talk about tears, what's hard about part of your journey? What has been difficult? What are some of the things that you had to surmount and mourn and almost jump over?
So many, hey? So many. Before I answer that, one also my belief is that I always say, never be ashamed or embarrassed to struggle. There's absolutely nothing wrong working hard to get where you want to be in life. And I love that quote. So for me, as it goes back to what I said, I knew very well tuition. And so many times you go to corporates, they can see potential, they can see greatness, they can see, no, this guy, he's very committed. They're willing to help you, but there's always that but, where whether you need to compromise your integrity to get the bag.
Is this the corruption, the brown envelopes and things like that?
Absolutely. And it still happens till today, you know, where they know very well, no, we can empower him and he will do a great job, he will deliver. But there were times, I mean, one we shall never forget, I think that time I was 20, and City of Joburg, which I'm honest about, they called me for a big meeting that we want you to conduct the expo for Bacha. Because already you got a profile, already you got work,
you're already doing stuff,
you will deliver. And it was a lot of money.
Not playing,
Hey, you know,
serious green.
You know, and I remember, I mean, I went home, this is the deal, and Maurle, but Mudima Africa, Lotu Fella, looking at the struggle at home, and already they were clear that we don't want to waste time. We are giving this opportunity, but we're going to send you this, and you're going to do that. I was tempted. It happened to the best of us. And you're looking at the struggle at home.
And you're young.
And I'm young. And my friends, they knew very well that I love posh. They're like, Ndwana.
They're like,
come on.
The posh, the posh.
You know, because that's my dream car. But Emmanuel, Bible you know, and for me, I'm grateful to God that I had to decline the offer. And I walked out of that meeting with integrity and self-respect. Until today, they respect me so much. So they know very well when they come to
you. They must come straight.
And it happened, I mean, from so many corporates, even private, it happened till today.
Like people would tell you, you know, we'll help
from
you.
Clear, or back phone, no, the deal is yours, and it was specifically made for you.
For you.
I was like, when we should go on WhatsApp, I don't know, Mr. Bonoko, did you get home safe? Is everything well? They want to carry the conversation. And it takes integrity and values to say no to such. So that was a challenge, you know, but also God was faithful enough where in the midst of everything, He'll bring big projects where I must not compromise my values.
I see.
And I saw one with their ESCOM Foundation where I was, you know, working with their enterprise development. It was one of my biggest deals that I ever got. And the way it came, I mean, they sent me a DM on Twitter that we follow your content and we've been following your work, we track you that we think you'll be the right person to run with our strategy on how we can invest on SMEs. And knowing ESCOM and what's happening.
You're like, hey.
But you know, God being God, the deal, it went extremely well. And so many along the way, I mean, even Dade Bonang at Shell. So, you know, I had to really be brave and also not, you know, willing to compromise my values to sit in the table of the success. And secondly, also some of the challenges at home. There was a challenge where my mom, when there was no money coming in that time, or why are you doing all this great work? Come and let out awards, Melanie Garden, they profile you. I think it was 2013. The most influential South Africans.
So you're on that list.
Yes, I was on that list. So outside you're doing extremely well about Moonklong. And it was like God was just testing my patience, you know, to say, because to build a business and it takes time. You don't make money from the word go. So there was no money coming in, but I was learning, I was, you know, being exposed, I was getting a lot of experience, and which later on they are paying off. So Kunklong, there was a time where they had to Babiche family gathering. Pomalumi, Bukuku, or Batawabulelina, they thought mentally I've lost
they had an intervention for you.
Yes, but no, because of Kuskolong, you are at UNISA. So meaning that you have all the time to go and find a part-time job. So you can come and help at home.
Yeah.
Nana go ke busy mo tseleng ka dibuka.
Yeah. What donate?
Donate dibuka.
No, you donate.
Yeah.
Charity begins at home.
You know, and the book called Mamakra, the book and she could not see the bigger picture. And she used to come to most of even the first expo that I had. I remember I had Stanley Zulu, I had Lebunguluza, I had Faith Mangope.
Was that the first one?
The first one.
Oh wow!
And I had over 200 young people.
Yeah.
City of Joburg, they gave me I think 5 bursaries. I had a sponsor from, is it Rotaract? They gave us food. It was a big event. I felt so proud. And
I think I was there.
You were there? The first one?
Yeah, and I think Mr. Gunguluza came a bit late. He came a bit late and he told us how he made his first million. Yeah, I was there.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know it was your first one.
But Hailava was school. Because the first one that I think you came.
Yeah.
It was a business seminar.
Yeah, it was a business seminar. Oh, so you did something else.
Yeah, prior, before that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where you came with your wife, the first one. It was a business seminar. Yeah, the first one was an expo.
You're doing so many seminars.
And it worked extremely well. And my mom, she was there. I pushed her now. But how did you do it?
Yeah.
And, my teacher, they are so happy. They give me all the credit. Well done.
Yeah.
Hey,
intervention.
And my mom, she's a petty, hardcore petty woman.
Yeah.
I remember hey, it's going down.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I should open the fridge. And Mama, she had a character. Mama, she was a character. And sometimes I'll be so stressed about because I'm doing well.
Yeah.
I love what I do.
Yeah.
And especially, but what they need to take pride where, I mean, you're this young man. How long am I allowed to be?
Yeah.
You pass so well.
Yeah.
So, Mama, wanna fridge? Or forward to the hot dog. I don't enjoy Emmanuel. No. And it will be a problem.
Make your plan,
Yeah, it will be a problem.
Yeah.
Then, and I had to decide, do I continue?
Yeah.
Because it was a fight. It was a big fight.
A serious thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like a family meeting.
Even mentally, I mean, emotionally, I was drained.
Yeah.
I used to break a lot. I mean, I would speak to my lectures. I used to break a lot because I was like, I'm doing all this great work.
Yeah.
School, I'm doing well. I got a scholarship.
Yeah.
She's not paying my fees.
Yeah.
But why is my mom, she's acting like this?
Yeah.
But also later on, especially as you grow, you discover that our parents, they had so much to deal with.
Yeah.
And their upbringing, they had so many challenges. And sometimes they don't have the power or about their past.
Yes.
So they deal with those challenges in a different manner. So everything was more about Morai, Rasokola, me, but not about your future. Because sometimes they live their dreams through us.
Through you, yeah.
So she wanted me to become a teacher. I was like, I'm not interested. But God, I'll forever, just appreciate God because of He gave me so much grace, to really protect the vision.
Yeah.
And so many young people, if they were in my situation, they will give up.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, and I mean, you talk about God, and I think it's one thing that if anybody follows you and you're not embarrassed to talk about God,
absolutely,
to espouse your faith, and I'm just wondering, was it a decision that you made that I'm not going to compromise my relationship with God because you're doing so well, but like you're an anomaly in a sense because a lot of it's like almost when it comes to business, people say, "I leave this God thing you can see, put it away." Yeah. But you, like God is part of your life, and you talk about God, you share, I suppose, encouraging messages. Is it something that you've always had? That I'm going to stick with God, or is it something that just did you have to decide, or it just came naturally?
Okay, ke go Greking. And I think
Emmanuel.
Ke go Greking, but I think after losing my dad.
Yeah. So how old were you?
I was doing grade 11.
Okay.
I don't know how old I was, but I was doing grade 11. I was in high school, and there's a scripture that I read in the Bible. It said, because I knew my dad was earning a decent salary.
Yeah.
So I knew after matric there was a time like when university.
Yeah.
So I did put my trust on him.
Yeah.
Or after matric, I'm sorted.
I'm sorted. Yeah.
And immediately when he passed the grade 11. The same night, I opened a scripture. There's a scripture in the Bible where it says, "Never put your trust in a human being, because when they die, all their plans come to the end. But put your trust in God."
Ooh.
And for me, that was just a turning point of my life.
Yeah.
From here on, I dedicate my life to you.
Yeah.
You're gonna guide me, you're gonna lead me, and obviously, Omocha, also along the way you make mistakes, but there's that grace that you see upon your life, but this is beyond my understanding. You know, some of the achievement that you get, some of the people that you meet,
yeah.
You know, and you see there's a bigger power beyond yourself.
Yeah.
As much as you work hard, but more is beyond my understanding. Sometimes I even get emotional because God has done so much for me, to an extent where I was giving a talk last week, Okare, like you have done so much within just a space of time. So for me, I've seen His grace. Some of the platform that I get, some of the opportunities you see, there's a divine grace upon your journey. So don't tell people lies. Acknowledge and appreciate God, and also because it gets tough along the way. It gets tough along the way, you know, and I always am blessed that I got such a powerful name. God is with us. So in the midst of everything, I always remind myself of the name that I have. So God has done so much for me. So I did not decide. Yes, I did decide that I'm gonna definitely put my trust in God, but also I just see a divine grace that I can explain it. And even people in my space, they're like, Ntwana, there's a guy working there, I don't find there's a divine grace upon your life. But before I could not get it, but now I see it. I always rise.
There is. From where I stand, at least, I mean, I can definitely see that there's something special about you, because there's a way you I mean, there's an energy you have. You know, I mean, I can tell myself just sitting with you, just relating with you. I mean, I remember one time, I don't know what we were talking about. Then you said to me, I think we were talking about jobs, getting work and stuff. Then you said to me, which millionaire do you know who has a job? You know? So when you asked me that question, I was like, hey, okay, hey, this thing of finding jobs, I must throw it out the window. You know? Because you asked me that question, you know, and just nonchalantly, we were just talking, and you said that, you know, which millionaire do you know who has a job? Hey, that made me think. You know? And you drop things like that, you know, ideas about hard work. The other thing I wanted to explore with you is the idea of, I think when it comes to money, a lot of us struggle, and because you've had a conversation with me personally, I think I was a few years back, and you said to me, you know, Tabang, if you go somewhere, at least they must pay at least 15,000 at least. That's what you said to me. This is a few years back.
I remember.
I was thinking 15,000, hey,
goes a long way.
15,000, you know. But then now doing speaking, then you start realizing that my word, like, hey, people make money in business.
Absolutely.
But what I wanted to ask you is this fear of numbers, you know, and you told me about doing work with ESCOM and all these people. I'm just, how did you get yourself used to talking about, say, big numbers or asking for numbers and not being afraid? Because I think a lot of us, you know, when it comes to money, because I suppose because of ignorance or whatever, but how, or maybe if you could teach us, if you could teach a young person, say, here's the thing about money, what principles would you give about money that, don't forget this, either when you're going for a meeting, going for a deal, what would you share to young people? Okay,
for me, I would say it takes time. You know, to make money. But also money is about value. So I've learned over the years that for you to make money, you need to have an impact. And also it's more about what value are you bringing in the community, or what value are you bringing for a client. But also, for me, it got to a time where I knew very well that I've been putting some work. I had credibility. And you need to start to know your worth.
But how do you know your worth? You see, how do you...
It takes time. It takes time, and also you need to put your ear on the ground.
You find out.
What's happening?
What's happening in this space?
You find other, SMEs or entrepreneurs, they can get the same deal like you, but you're not valued.
The same.
You're the same.
Yes.
So sometimes also I've learned about the power of saying no. And it takes something
walking
else.
Away.
Walk up and knowing very well that you need that opportunity. So many times it happened. I won't mention the company name, but I remember there was a company that we had a deal with, and it was signed. But okay, next year, guys, we're gonna partner with you in 3 programs, and the deal is gonna be worth 1.2 million rand. We're all happy. And I remember telling my team, telling my men, WhatsApp groups of Bonoko Holdings, Bonoko Foundation. So all the guys like, these guys, the first quarter, we are set, man. And before the year next year, we are all excited.
We are sorted.
We are sorted. So we start to project and all that. Come next year. Emmanuel, please come for a meeting. Let's review the proposal, this and that. And they're like, no, we can only give you 100,000 rand.
From that amount. And you had plans.
No, you had plans already.
The devil must come out.
It's my year. And it took something else to say no. And as much as we needed that offer, but God being so faithful, is that He bring you. I don't know. Maybe it's a journey where you need to be tested, or do you know your worth also as a person? Do you believe that also you deserve? Because the problem with us, especially as Black entrepreneurs, we got this misunderstanding. No, maybe I'm not
good enough.
I don't deserve it. And you doubt yourself, and people that can read your energy.
I see.
From the word go.
And that's powerful.
So whenever I see, even when I'll go in a corporate and you pitch, you tell them they understand, they see. But slide for budget. You see? And I used to do that. What to my clothes. But okay. Emmanuel, so you want us to endorse this project with this amount of money, but you don't even have confidence, and it means also you're not sure about yourself. But
so would somebody have given you feedback like that, or would it be through?
Some that don't give me feedback, but
I see. And so you can tell that something is not right.
Exactly. Then obviously they'll give you a feedback that okay, this is how much you want to give you. But because of you're not there, and you're not sure about yourself. So whenever it's all about being confident, but also understanding your numbers, but also what value you bring, what impact are you bringing? Because people, they need to quantify the impact that you want this amount of money, but what impact? So it comes with experience. It comes with experience. So now I know that I got track record, I got credibility, I bring value, and even when I speak it up that I need this amount of money, I know I'm basing on what facts. So that's something I've learned about money, and also that you need to be personal. Like, you need to understand your money also as a person. It's just an experience. Some people, they make money for wrong reasons. Some, they make money to invest, to buy properties. It's something personal that also I'm just enjoying it. That I don't, even if God is opening bigger doors, I don't have to prove. By showing off that this and that. And that's something, it really, I'm so grateful to God just to be myself and just to appreciate myself. And I know that what God is doing from my side, I don't have to
project and show other people. Have you ever been shocked by a number, like an amount?
many times. So many times. So many times. Then obviously you make mistakes. You lose money. But it comes with experience. You learn. And for me, for the fact that God will forever give you the opportunity. Sometimes you just need to appreciate and make a wise decision about it, and don't repeat the same mistake again. But for me, it comes. You learn. I always say you learn things by doing. You learn things by making mistakes. That's how your journey gets refined as an entrepreneur.
But I mean, my takeaway there is the idea of a track record. Because it sounds so. Because sometimes it feels as if people are asking for amounts from thin air. But you explain something different. You say you've done things and you've and that had built up. You've done things and they built a confidence because you knew you could deliver. Not only that allowed you to know that about yourself, but even other people can point to specific things.
And so even corporates, they can see the track record, they can see the impact, but they still can bully you.
I see.
And take advantage of you. So if you know yourself, you need to stand your ground and say, no, I'm not willing to settle for this. And eventually when we turn that offer, we got another big deal.
So then that one fell through. Then something else came.
Absolutely, but most of us will chase what we don't even deserve.
I see.
And I think God will never even give you the one that you deserve.
I see.
So sometimes it's good to walk away.
That's powerful stuff. And what about temptations? Do you have a lot of temptations? Because I imagine that even people, when people look at you, I would imagine that people come in your life sometimes for good motives. But I also imagine that if you're in the limelight doing things, that other people come in your life because they've got ulterior motives.
Absolutely.
And other people maybe, they try to tempt you with things. And so what are your thoughts regarding business mindset, temptations, whatever form? It could be people, it could be pride, it could be have you seen anything about that? Do you have thoughts about that?
I remember after being on Forbes 30 Under 30 2006, I was just all over media. I was all over media, like all over. And not only in South Africa but also in Africa. And I met wrong people. I met wrong people with wrong intentions. I lost money. Some people will come just to entice you. I remember I met this gentleman at a restaurant, and he came, some car keys, I think it was a Porsche or whatsoever. So I was like, people, they mean business out there. But at the end of the day, you know yourself. Sometimes in so many cases you try to run away from who you are, but God will always bring you back. I was reflecting even now because I'm shooting another documentary, and I had to go back and reflect and little picture. But sometimes so you get tempted along the way, but God always bring you back home. That's why I'll say it's grace. And also the kind of people that God brought in my life. They taught me so much about business, about values. I mean, Meputi, from a tender age, she taught me that business is very spiritual. And I call just observing from how she lived her life. She got all the money in the world. That's not a secret. She has made it. And not made because of money, but also the impact. Shanduka was able to create employment for young people. That's what we measure success about, not only about money. I look at people like Muntate Bona Mohali being a group CEO of Shell, but such humility. A person that you can relate well with. And I was like, Emmanuel, you are blessed to have these people in your space, but are you learning from them? So my life completely changed about how I view money, batho. They taught me about the value of motho.
Yeah.
Hore, Emmanuel, you need to learn to treat people very well. When you treat people well, they pray for you, they wish you well, they even recommend you.
Yeah.
That you always say the greatest asset mo company ke batho.
Yeah.
It's not even about money.
Yeah.
Putish is very spiritual about business. So I'm blessed to have such people. You know, it's like, God, what more?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just change my thoughts about business, you know, because Instagram, social media, business is always saying I've secured the bag, you know, but sign and deal and what then delivered.
Yeah, I secured the bag.
Yeah, secure the bag is a trend now. We only few people are very authentic, and have people like Wendulo Harvey, incredible, powerful businesswomen.
Yeah.
I met very powerful people that of influence.
Yeah.
And you meet with these people, you dine with these people, you look at their character, how they treat people.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, Emmanuel still got a long way to go. They've done it all.
Wow.
So they ground you. They ground you. And even like how I connect my business now, people they always say, but we're now old school.
Yeah.
Because if you're making a certain amount of money, you know, you should be flashy.
Tell everyone.
You know, flashy in small things. Even how they treat people, they are very arrogant. So Putina for me, she's being an eye opener about business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that because, and I think they involve you because it sounds like it's more than just an interaction. They give you other things about life and I suppose mentorship. I suppose we could talk forever, but I think the last thing that I wanted to look at with you is the mindset of young people, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And the thing about giving up, you tell the story about, you know, your family says, hey, look at this, you're doing this. Other people could have given up. You tell the story about getting, people say, we'll give you this deal, but you know, give us a little share. But you haven't done that, and it's like a person has to be strong and determined and deliberate, and this people need, I suppose, you know, help with not giving up. What is it that moves you? What excuse me, what keeps you going? What keeps you going? And what is it that you feel people should remember when they choose a path, choose a journey, choose a goal? Why shouldn't people give up when things are tough?
That's a difficult question. But something also, and I think, I don't know, Kimudim again, a revelation, to say not only certain people are meant to succeed. I think Bacha, we got that perception of success meant for these people. And myself, I'm not meant to succeed and do well and evolve and empower others. That's something also I had to deal with. That also, you deserve the best. And it takes self-belief first. It takes mindset that you deserve it, and you won't only believe it the time you have it. You need to believe it. Let it be in you.
I see.
That also I'm meant to succeed and do well, and that also has helped me. When you go to platforms or events, and you look at these people, they've done it well, but it's like, also I deserve to be here. So before I was like, maybe Erena, you know,
it's for some people.
It's for some people. So that's the most struggle I see most young people when you go, especially Komaraye township, they struggle with. They've lost hope. And you go and give them a talk, you know, already about no, you had about that is you had about Putimahanya, but they don't know that it's being a journey of struggles, of trying. And I mean, I met with her after 2 years. You know, so
when was it constant emails, can we meet, busy,
you know, follow up, but also sometimes to show up. You know that this person, she's speaking somewhere. Show up. You go, you buy the ticket. Immediately after I talk, or me put.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, Emmanuel, there's no way. And people also, about that we can share it. You know, so that's why I get a bacha also. we want to succeed, but our intentions are not right. You know, you don't only say you want to succeed, but you're not willing to put the work. You're not willing to be teachable. You're not willing to serve. You're not willing to really go all out and be clear. Because some, I see it, you know. I want to become this great person. Look at the context they share on social media, but it's the opposite of
where they want to go.
You know, your kind of friends. Sunday I work sometimes after church. Saturday I do work. We are forever working as entrepreneurs. We are forever planning. So only few young people that are willing to put the work. And we are in a country where we have so many opportunities. You need to be so smart. How do you spot those opportunities? You need to collaborate a lot. So over the years, I think from 2017 till now, I've been doing a lot of collaborations. So most of my projects is not only Bonoko Holdings or the Bonoko Foundation. I involve so many companies, and the cake is big enough for all of us to share. So even the project I'm doing with Exaro, I've got 3 companies on board already. And I told them, as much as the deal was with us, I'm going to extend a hand and bring other young people on board, and the impact will become even more bigger. And if we can have that kind of mentality, or no, let's support each other, let's collaborate. It's not always about I. That's the only way we'll be able to go find make impact.
I think that's a beautiful place to pause it. Mr. Emmanuel Sir Bonoko, it's been a pleasure. We wish you all the best. May you increase, may you continue doing what you're doing, may you go from strength to strength. I think we are looking forward to the great things. Thank you very much.
But also I just want to appreciate you, sir. You've been part of my journey. We appreciate you and we see all the great work that you're doing. Such a humble leader. You know, every time I always tell my brother, this man, they want to learn, but you're not afraid to ask for advice. And from us like, but how does he ask advice from Emmanuel? With only the grinyana, but I look at what you have achieved. I look at your acumen as a leader. I look at all the great work that you've been doing. It takes so much humility to really ground yourself and seek advice. I mean, I also in terms of speaking fee, I remember one time like, okay, Mr. Bonoko, what do you think I should do? You know, even the podcast now, last one you came to my office in Hyde Park, we spoke about things like this.
Wow,
you know,
that's amazing.
I mean, I know your vision. I mean, the TV show that you want to put together. You know, you always tell me about what you want to achieve, and it takes both. You know, that's something I really appreciate about you, and you being saving us. I mean, when you came to MC more than 4. Remember the one that goes so it's 2?
I went to the one.
The venue.
In
Soweto. Then we went to UJ. The one in 4 ways. You have done most of our events. You know, and but this person, I mean, he has done it. You know, as much as I know we all got the desire to do more, but I look at you're in the right path. God has been great. But it takes such great humility to come down and serve a fellow young leader. You know, so I appreciate that about you, sir.
No, thank you very much.